Hello everyone. Now I'm going to introduce to a new topic in Arduino Uno, which is sensors. So now this is the first sensor which I'm going to teach you about, which is the photoresistor, also known as light detecting resistor (LDR). So this is the LDR, which works as the light detecting resistor, and this is the full circuit. And this is the resistor which I have inserted for the heating up some current, and this is the LED bulb. So now the main purpose of this video is to show that this LED can glow in the dark. So the LDR detects light based on the value of light which it receives on its topmost part. If there is darkness over it, this LED should glow, and if there's no darkness and it's bright, the LED should stop glowing. So the purpose is to make it work like a night detecting lamp. So now I have there is so much of wiring, and I have connected the 5V of the Arduino board, the red wire, which is right here at the bottom, and the GND for the lower part. And I have connected A0, the blue wire, for the photoresistor, which reads the analog data. Also, analog data reads 0 to 1023 values, unlike the digital pin which reads 1 or 0. So for the LED, I have connected as usual the pin number 9 for the LED, and not pin number 13 because of the specific values. And the purple wire is a common GND for the LED, and the gray wire is connected to the resistor over here to resist the current so that there won't be any short circuit. And I will show you the code for this project very soon. Hello, so now I'm going to show you the code for this LED, for this light sensor. So right now I am not doing like the usual M block 5 or S4A, because in those applications there are quite some limitations. So I have opted for the Arduino IDE. So Arduino IDE is basically just a C++ language, and here it is much easier to understand the code than the type putting in blocks. So here I've defined a permanent value, which is a const, and it is a data type called integer. There are two variables here, which is LDR pin, which is the light detecting sensor, which I showed you before, and the LED pin, which is at pin number 9. And I have kept the threshold as 200, because the threshold is the minimum is a minimum brightness that it should at least receive. If the brightness is below the minimum value, the LED should start glowing. So in this void setup, wherein we define the purpose of the circuit, and here I have written two words here, which is pin mode, LED pin output, which means the pin number 9, which is defined over here as a global variable, is used here as LED pin. We can also write directly as pin number 9 and use the code. It still works as the same until when you use the same pin. So after the LED pin, I have written something called output, which is the type of result it should give. If it is an input, it should take in some value. If it is an output, it should give out something. So this was just a previous code, so this is just nothing. And this is the how it should write out the value by default. Digital write is a function defined by Arduino, and this is the default value. It should be pin mode. It should be pin 9 comma low. And this is something new, which is the serial dot begin. It is like a debug code, wherein we can get to know what the input is being read by the sensor. We usually use the serial dot begin for any input which we take in, which we give in, or for the sensor's input. And this is the void loop, which is just like the forever loop, or only the which works like the forever loop. And here I have defined a value called analog read, which is a new function for reading analog values. So there is even a function called digital read, which reads input from digital pins. I have taken analog read because LDR pin is an analog pin which is connected to A0, and it should always read an analog data. And I have written here serial dot print, which prints the value LDR. And this is the value which it gets from the photoresistor. And here I have written a conditional block, which is if value is lesser than threshold, which is 200, the LED pin will start glowing high, because I have written digital right here. Else the digital write will be low. And I have added a delay here, because if I don't put the delay, the analog read will be too fast, and it will print large number of data. So I have put in a limitation for the speed of the analog read, so that we can glow the light as usual. Thank you.